Hallo und willkommen. Ich bin Meister Lenzi and this is Claudia and you're watching Get Germanized. German Stereotypes, true or not?
I am bored. What should I do?
Ich weiß.
Get Germanized.
So this is how it's gonna be. Claudia is gonna tell me as a German what she thinks as an English person is true when it comes to German stereotypes or not, because we have both lived in each other's countries for a while now, and so she is, I would say, a bit of an expert when it comes to German stereotypes. She has seen some Germans at least, and so I'm going to read out a stereotype and she's going to tell us her experience. And of course you can join the discussion in the comments as well. Tell us what you think is a true German stereotype and what is a false one, and what were your own experiences with like these kind of stereotypes in Germany, or what would you think is true and what not. So let's get started. Lasst uns anfangen. The first German stereotype that we have today is the German language is harsh and unromantic. Claudia, what do you think?
Well, it's definitely harsh. Like, obviously. I wouldn't say it's unromantic. I like it.
But would you say like it sounds harsher than like,
Yes.
I don't know, English, I guess, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is why I made this Why German is Scary video, because I thought so too, but then all the Germans said, no, German
Yeah,
is the language of thinkers and poets. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that it's harsh.
Yeah, well, if you're German, that's what you're used to.
Yeah, so as to me, to be honest, it doesn't sound particularly harsh, but only because I'm used to it. But I made the video back in the days because I have heard so many times from other people that German sounds harsh to them, and I've watched videos in which they like spoke normal German, not even the Hollywood German to people, and they thought like, oh, well. But then you of course have examples in TV shows and movies where Germans speak like normally and it doesn't sound harsh at all. But
I know what you mean, though, because I think I'm quite used to it. So it doesn't really sound that harsh, but I can see in comparison to other languages it does.
but then again, in comparison to other languages like Russian and I don't know what else is a harsh language, it doesn't sound that bad.
I don't know, I think Russian's less than German.
Really?
Yeah, like
Ah.
to my ears, because it's more like, I don't know how to describe it. It sounds more rolly.
Really?
Yeah, to me anyway.
All right, you heard it, guys. Let's move on. The second stereotype is Germans love cars more than anything, even beer. Well,
I know a lot of Germans and they all like cars. I might just know Germans that like cars. Pelser.
yeah, my friend Pelzer, he's insane when it comes to cars, and my friend Mike too. I'm not that, like, I like cars. I would like to have a good car, obviously, like everyone else, but I'm not really that into them. Like, I don't know everything about how they work and stuff like that. I wouldn't know how to repair one myself. But I like cars, so I guess it's, I don't know, even though I'm not super into cars, it's kind of true, the stereotype.
Yeah, a lot of my other friends as well in the south of Germany, they all love cars, but then so do I, and I'm English.
Well, so what do you think, guys? Is it just a common thing that people in general like cars, or do Germans like them a bit more than other people?
Probably a bit more.
Bit mehr. That's what I wanted to say before. Bit mehr. Our next stereotype is Germans never laugh.
It's a lie.
It is a lie.
It's a lie.
We discussed this earlier, and I said Germans just have a different humor to other people, and that's why it might seem that Germans never laugh, but we just don't find your jokes funny, that's all.
They're always laughing.
Yeah, well, we laugh a lot, I laugh a lot, my friends laugh a lot. Just about maybe different things, I'm not quite sure. Our humor is maybe a bit more practical. I don't really know.
Yeah.
What would you
I
say from
find
experience?
your jokes funny, and I'm English.
Hmm.
But then again,
But you're Germanized.
and you're Englishized.
I'm Englishised.
that a word?
Englishized. I don't know. Americanized I would know, but Englishnized.
Not Americanized, you're Englishized.
Oh, all right, sorry. Sorry. What do you think, guys? Are all Germans very serious and never laugh, or do we just have a different humor in German? Our next stereotype is Germans love rules. Why are you laughing?
Well, I wouldn't say you love rules, but you love rules.
I like how. Explain.
Everything. You never leave the path, like in that vlog in the forest. You were like, what? like when I went off into the trees, you know.
In the trees up there.
Into the wilderness, you know. And the thing you do with your tea and pasta.
What do I do with my tea?
He sets an alarm. Like, no shit, the first time you did it, I laughed
Well-
so much.
Well, it says 3 minutes. So.
Yeah, it's like a rough guideline. It's like the look he gives me if I take the tea bag out. You're like, whoa, hasn't been 3 minutes.
And it even says on there, only if you have it in for that amount of time you get a safe product. And I'm always like, oh no! Needs to be in for at least 3 minutes.
And 9 minutes for pasta.
9 minutes for pasta.
But it goes beyond that. He actually has the alarm saved on his phone.
Yeah. Not the exact times, but I have an alarm and I set it.
It's madness.
Oh well.
I just wing it.
Our next German stereotype is one that I've heard many times from my American friends, and it is that Germans love the Hoff, the Hasselhoff, David Hasselhoff. I myself don't think that stereotype is true. What do you think, Claudia?
I don't think it's... Well, I don't know. Like, he is mentioned quite often, but like...
By other people, not Germans.
Yeah, but... he's mentioned in like a song and stuff.
Where?
Oh, I forgot what it's called.
Wir lieben den Hoff or something like that.
No, but that's the only time I've ever heard him mentioned in Germany.
Well, yeah, like I said, he thinks probably that himself that he brought down the Berlin Wall and that every German loves him. Like, to be fair, I like him as he's funny. As a person, maybe he doesn't want to be funny, but I just think he's funny and likable. Even after I saw that video where he was shit-faced and ate that hamburger, this private video that his family filmed because he's like an alcoholic or something like that. I liked him even after that. I don't know, but I don't think that all Germans listen to his music all the time and love him. Like, I don't know, just because of that. But he's nice, so yeah. What do you think, guys? Do you know any Germans that are in love, madly in love with the Hoff? The next German stereotype is about efficiency, because it says all Germans are super efficient.
Yeah, I mean...
Am I efficient, Claudia?
Yeah, I'd say so. That's pretty true. I mean, my dad's friends in the south of Germany, they're all very efficient. Like, you know, they say they're going to be there at a time and they're there.
Well, my friend Kevin,
Yeah.
he says he's here at 8. He's here at 8.
And if it's like 2 minutes past 8, he's late.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I don't know, that punctuality, that's probably another stereotype we will discuss later. But Germans are definitely efficient in most things, I would say.
Even stuff like trains being where they're meant to be when they're meant to be there.
True,
Like in England and stuff, if a bus is meant to come at 10 past, it can be 5 minutes early, 20 minutes late, like, who knows? But in Germany, it's like, you know.
Mostly, I think. I'm not super sure about that. Like, what do you think, guys? My fellow Germans, is that true? Are all buses always on time and trains? I think mostly that's
From
true.
my experience,
Yeah.
it's been pretty, you know,
On spot.
on it.
Alright. Our next German stereotype is about wearing Lederhosen. Do Germans wear Lederhosen all the time? Let me see. Nope. No Lederhosen here. What do you think?
Not all the time.
Oh, okay, sorry. 90% of the time I wear my Lederhosen. No, actually, I don't even have Lederhosen. I think it's just in the south, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the only
yes,
people
definitely.
I know that I've ever seen wear Lederhosen have been Bavarian, and that was at Beer Festival, so I don't think that counts.
I don't even think they would wear it like in their free time other than at beer fests, because it just doesn't make sense to do
They
that.
do have a surprising amount of pairs, though.
Oh, they own them. They own a lot of pairs.
Yeah.
Lederhosen in
Yeah.
Bavaria. I didn't know that. But, well, I guess maybe it's like a status kind of thing that they have nice Lederhosen for the Oktoberfest or for those beer fests. Because I don't think that many people from Munich actually go to the Oktoberfest anymore, or do they? I mean, quite a lot probably still, but I've heard that many people just don't go anymore because of all the tourists and stuff. It's kind of annoying, and they just rather go to like
There's so
local
many,
little
yeah.
festivals and stuff like that. So no, it is not true that Germans wear Lederhosen all the time. Our next stereotype is that Germans only drink beer. No water, no wine, beer.
It's not true.
No, it's not. I drink tea quite often, actually, and water, tap water, I drink a lot. Some sparkling water every now and then. I guess quite a lot of beer in like general.
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic I like, but it's not like we drink every day. Anyways, like maybe some of our friends too, I'm not quite sure, but I usually only drink at the weekend. It's Monday, isn't it? Anyway, but we Germans drink a lot of things and not only beer. Next up, Germans study forever and ever, like at the universities until they're 32, 35, I don't know. Have you made any experience with that?
Well, you seem to study longer than we would for like normal jobs and stuff. Like obviously medicine is different, but like how long do you study?
Well, I would say many people finish like their A-levels when they're like 19 or 18 or something like that. 19 probably. And then they go to uni for 3 years for a bachelor, if they go to a uni, that is. And then another 2 years for like their masters.
Yeah.
But to be fair, there are quite a lot of people that study until they're 30. I mean, I am now 28 and I finished when? Almost 2 years ago or so? Didn't I? I don't remember. Anyway, so I was 26. That is relatively late.
Yeah.
I think these days it is not as bad anymore when it comes to studying forever and ever in Germany, because we have this limit for the BAföG, which is like the government support that you get when you study. Like you can't just get that forever and ever. You have to finish in a limited amount of time. I think it's about 6 semesters you get money for, and after that they don't give you anything anymore. So that is a good motivation to actually finish in the given time. Back then you would get extensions, I think, on that money, so people would tend to just stay in uni forever and ever because it's quite nice. You have this semester ticket with which you can just travel around your state with all public transportation for free, pretty much. I mean, you pay like 120 euros every 6 months, but that's it, and that is really good. I really enjoyed that, having that. And other benefits as well. You get cheaper into like the cinema and stuff like that. So I understand why people would do it.
That's cool.
But no, in general, that is not the case anymore. Next up, Germans are direct. We say what we think and we don't talk den heißen Brei, around the hot broth or mash, that is. We don't beat around the bush.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, my friends and you know, you're not that direct. You're not just like, But I think strangers are more direct.
Probably, yeah. I try to be a bit more sensitive when it comes to things.
Like, people I know, they just act like my English friends, kind of. But strangers, like in restaurants and stuff, definitely in comparison to England, are more direct.
Yeah, how? How so?
They're not like less polite, there's just less, like in England we start off by apologising to someone.
Really?
I'm sorry. You know, like we're just way too beat around the bush. Germany, you don't do that.
I guess from my experience as well. So.
Yeah.
I'm just used to that, so I don't really notice it anymore.
Yeah, I'd say you're more direct, but not noticeably too bad.
Alright. Our next German stereotype is that Germans are always punctual. Like we said before, my friend Kevin is always punctual. I myself would consider myself kind of punctual. Not super efficient though in that case. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean...
I try to do stuff on time and in time.
But I don't think as a country it's any more punctual than another country. I think it's just the people. Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I've heard that, for example, in Mexico or something like that, they're really relaxed when it comes to that kind of stuff. So that even if you say you go on a date with someone at like 7, they will let you wait for an hour or something like that. And that is okay. That's acceptable. In Germany, if you're on a first date or something like that, or in any date, and you let the other person wait for an hour, they would hate you. They would be really angry with you, and they would probably not want to see you again. At least if it's like a first date. If it's your friends, obviously they would just say, "Hey man, what's up? What's the matter with you? Was ist los?" But yeah.
Yeah, in England, same. If somebody made me wait for an hour and I didn't know them that well, I'd be like, dude.
No, not acceptable.
Why?
Next up, Germans love soccer, Fußball, football. Yes?
From my experience, yeah.
Yes, I mean, there are lots and lots of Germans who say like, this shit, soccer is starting again and stuff like that. So there's like 50-50, I would say. Or maybe maybe 70-30, like 70% love Fußball. Even I came to like it because at the beginning, when I was younger, I didn't really care for it at all. But now I really enjoy seeing like the national team games and stuff like that. Obviously, when the World Cup was on, I was cheering for the Germans, for the German team. And so I like that. And I think many Germans have come to like football a bit more than it used to be the case in Germany. And last but not least, Germans love sausage, Wurst. What do you think, Claudia?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
It's everywhere. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's true. We even have vegan and vegetarian sausages everywhere. Not everywhere, but quite commonly spread in supermarkets here. We buy it all the time because we're vegetarians. But like normal sausages in all different forms and kinds, shapes, whatever, everywhere you can find them. Like on the Christmas markets, you have little stands everywhere with bratwurst, which they smell amazing. Yeah, fantastisch. And on fun fairs and then pretty much anywhere, even in cities, they have fast food places with just bratwurst and stuff like that everywhere. And yeah, Germans love sausage.
It's the first thing I ever ate when I came to Germany for the first time.
Really?
Before I decided to be a vegetarian.
Did you do that because you thought it's German sausage? It must be good.
No, because my dad used to live here, so we went to visit his friends, and his friends took us to their favourite restaurant. So,
all right.
Which apparently they've been going to for 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah, it's where my dad used to go, and then they wanted to take me because it was like their tradition.
So it was good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wurst. So there you go, guys. Did you think all these stereotypes were true that we talked about, or did you already know that some of them were just bullshit? Let me know in the comments below. We would be really interested to hear your take on that. Apart from that, like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like that, from videos about the German language and culture and for our life here in Germany. And soon in England again, because I'm gonna go over to England and stay with Claudia for a while. And yeah, apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Humboldt 777 says, alles klar, Dominic, why don't you let us see the natural color of your hair, lol? Well, because it is, like you can be seen plenty in my older videos. So if you go to the retro vlog playlist on my main channel, or if you just skip through the playlists to the very beginning, then you will probably see me with my natural hair color and old hairstyle. The emo haircut that I had. Very embarrassing, but it's still there.